Well, hey everyone. Welcome to our Mother's Day edition of The Tonight Show. I'm your host, Mike Caple. We've got a great show in store for you. Before we get into that, though, we just want to remind you all, whether you are a student or a parent of a student, you are not alone. We are here for you. And so if there's anything at all that you need, please do not hesitate to reach out to us. We are just a call or text away. That's all we are, and we'll try our best to help you in any way that we can. I know we have been praying for you guys during this season. We know it's been challenging for so many of you. But again, I just want to let you know you are not alone. Again, this is our Mother's Day edition, and so we're going to get to a segment called Mike's Memes right now, and all of these are centered around moms and Mother's Day. And so let's jump into these and start off right here. This says, the first time you hear mom versus the 756th time that you hear mom. And I can testify this is pretty much Katy at times, my wife with our son. I remember the first time she heard it, she was so happy. And now there are days where, unfortunately, she's like the very girl on the bottom. Well, let's keep moving on here. It says that look your mom gives you when you embarrass her in public, but she can't kill you yet. And I can certainly relate to this one. Honestly, I got that look a whole lot. I was actually kind of ornery growing up, and I actually got that look from my grandma a few times as well. So sorry, Mom. Sorry, Grandma. I love both of you, though. Moving on here, it says, okay, again, this is from a mom. It says, how I feel when my kids don't eat their food. It says, then go ahead and starve, and it is the beast, the beauty and the beast. This one doesn't even have to be moms. This is even dads, too. I mean, I can relate to that one, and I'm not even a mom. But let's see. How about this one? When you ask your kid to smile for a picture and it's got all these different faces, yes. I mean, that pretty much just sums it all up from there. Anytime you go to take a picture with a child, that's what it is. Going back to this one, though, it says, motherhood is being the snack holder for children, no matter how fabulous you look. And you can see there the snacks in hand. And I think that's true of all moms, whether it's their purse, they bring a bag, it does not matter. It always seems to have the snacks in it. And then this is the one right here, our very last one. It says, this kid just cracked the Mother's Day secret. It says, Mom, I just wanted to tell you that Mother's Day wouldn't be possible without me. I'll be waiting for my present in the living room. And so, yep, if we all weren't here right now, Mother's Day would not be present or possible for so many people. And so I think we actually owe it to ourselves. Our mom should be actually giving us gifts on this very special day. No, that's just a joke. In all seriousness, to all of you moms out there, to all of those of you that are moms to kids that maybe aren't your biological children, we just want to say we appreciate you. We love you. We hope you have the best Mother's Day ever. And we just want to help make this the best day that it can. At this time, though, we are going to send it over to Katy for Katy's content. And so check it out.
Hey guys, I hope you have had a chance to read your Bible over this break during quarantine. This week I have a new challenge for you. I want you to read in Exodus chapters 1 and 2. This is the beginning of the story of the life of Moses. It takes place in Egypt where the Pharaoh enslaves all the Israelite people. But the people continue to flourish and grow, and this makes him angry. So he decides to kill off all the newborn Hebrew babies. There was one mother who kept her pregnancy secret. She had her baby, and when he was ready, she put him in a basket and floated him down the river, hoping that he would be safe. The baby was found by the Pharaoh's daughter, and she took him in and raised him. This is the story and the beginning of the life of Moses. Go read in Exodus chapters 1 and 2.
Well, hey, everybody, welcome back to The Tonight Show. We have a very special guest joining us tonight. We actually have my mom, Carol Caple, joining us. She's going to be in the hot seat. I'm going to be interviewing her, asking her a few questions, and we want to encourage you to go and ask your mom or that special someone in your life who is that mother figure to you, whether it's a grandma, an aunt, an older sister, whoever that mother figure is to you. We want to encourage you to go and have a conversation with them and ask them these same exact questions that I'm actually asking my mom. And so with that being said, let's jump into this. And so, Mom, first off, why don't you say hi to everybody?
everybody.
Awesome. Well, we're gonna keep this nice and short because I understand you're a busy person. And so, real quick, I just have a question for you. What do you enjoy most about being a mom? You're not just a mom to me. There's also two little brothers that I have, and so you're a mom to three amazing boys. And so, what do you enjoy most about being a mom?
I think the most fulfilling thing about being a mom is when you see your kids in a situation and they make a good choice.
Good.
That, y'all are growing up. Well, you're grown, your other brother's grown, almost grown.
Yeah,
And just to see you guys make those adult decisions and make good choices.
I get it. So that's definitely us. And I mean, we make great decisions all the time. No, that's not true. I'd be lying if that was the case. But we try our best to use wisdom, make the best decisions that we can. Um, so moving on, what have you learned from being a mom? Because obviously we are not perfect kids. We all had our own issues. We all had struggles and hiccups and bumps in the road. And just for you as being a mom, what have you learned most from
That's a little harder. I would say I've probably learned that even when you boys didn't make good choices, that wasn't really a reflection on who I was or what type of person I was. That we get really invested in our kids, but you are your own person and have your own free will, and that's really not a reflection on mine or my parenting abilities all the time.
that? Wow, mom, getting deep right there. Just throwing out a big parenting nugget for everybody. So, yes, good to know for all of you parents that are joining us. That is definitely true. Keep that in mind. And then, real quick, one last question. What is your favorite memory of me? I know we have students that want to get to know me more. So, give them a little chance to see some childhood memory or favorite memory of me. Go.
Well, probably my favorite memory is when you were grown up, when Katy walked through the doors at your wedding and your face just lit up. It was
Okay. Gotta get
amazing
all
to see that.
sentimental and mom. All right. Well, Katie wanted me to ask you about an embarrassing story of me, but I'm actually going to hold off on that question. You have her number. You can text her all of those things because later in the show, I'm actually going to be doing Mike's Wheel of Misfortune. And for those of you who saw last week's show, I won the challenge, meaning that I had to do this week's challenge. So you're going to see me doing the Mix It Up challenge here in just a little bit. But for now, Mom, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to allow me to talk with you and interview you and give just some parents and students some insight. I love you. I hope you have a great Mother's Day. Thank you so much for joining me. I will talk with you later, though, Mom.
All
Bye.
right. Love you. Bye.
You too. All right. Well, so that was my mom, everybody. And again, I know each one of your situations is in a different place. Maybe some of you have a great relationship with your mom. Maybe some of you, you struggle with that relationship with your mom. Maybe some of you have a love-hate relationship with your mom. And some of you, maybe your mom just isn't in that picture. And so what I want to do is take a moment and just share some things with you that I think will help you, not just in relationship with your mother or whoever that mother figure is in your life, but just in general with all people, whether it's your dad, older siblings, whatever that might be. And so one of the things that I want to encourage you with is by just letting you know that love never fails us. The Bible makes that very, very clear. And so I want to help you just to walk in love, not just with your mom, but with everybody else as well. And so I have a couple of scriptures that I want to share with you. Matter of fact, Romans chapter 12, talking about leadership and how we all have these gifts. It says this in verses 9 and 10. It says, don't just pretend to love others, really love them. So don't just pretend, but really love them. It says, hate what is wrong, hold tightly to what is good, love each other with genuine affection, and take delight in honoring each other. And so I think that needs to be our goal whenever it comes to getting along with our parents, our mom, our dad, and not just them, but any person in general. And so real quickly, I want us to share just 4 things with you that I believe will help you to truly not just pretend, but to really love other people. And so one of those things that I want to share with you first off is this: guard your thoughts. Guard your thoughts. It's amazing to me how much and how quickly a little thought can derail us, can get us off course. And so with that, don't just guard your thoughts, but some things that you need to guard your thoughts with is don't make assumptions about other people. And I know it's real easy when it comes to dealing with things where it's just like, man, you know what? Like, they totally meant to do this. My mom and dad don't want me to have any fun. They don't want me to live the best life. They don't want me to experience things. And so when it comes to guarding your thoughts, make sure that you don't make those assumptions. And then with that, when those thoughts come to you like that, let's do our best to make allowance for each other's faults. Make allowance for what it is that they did that maybe upset you or that rubbed you the wrong way. Matter of fact, Colossians chapter 3 and verse 13 says it this way. It says, make allowance for each other's faults and forgive anyone who offends you. Remember, the Lord forgave you, so you must forgive others. But I love the first part of that verse there where it talks about make allowance for each other's faults. In other words, show people some mercy and give them some grace so that when they do something that offends you, let our first thought be, they didn't mean to do that. They're not trying to hurt me. They're not trying to cause me pain. And so let's make sure that we're guarding our thoughts, because if we don't guard our thoughts and we begin to entertain those assumptions, we don't make allowance for them in that moment. The second thing happens, and that I want to encourage you to do, is not judge people. Don't judge your parents. I'm going to be real honest with you. There are things that your mom may do. There are things that your mom might say, but I can promise you this: you've never been in that situation that your mom is in, having to discipline you, having to maybe choose what to ground you from, or how to discipline you, or what you need in that particular moment. And so before we start just judging our parents and judging them and thinking that, you know what, they don't know what's best for me, let's make sure that we don't judge them in that moment. And then thirdly, let's make sure, if you don't hear anything else, let's just do this one thing. And that's this: watch your tongue. In other words, hold your tongue. Don't just pop off and back talk and begin to share how you're frustrated, and in anger you say things that hurt your parents, hurt your mom, because you know what gets under her skin. Let's not do that. Let's hold on and watch our tongues. Let's hold back and process through how we're feeling and what we're going to say. Matter of fact, I think Proverbs chapter 15 and verse 1 says it the best way, and it says, a gentle answer deflects anger, but harsh words make tempers flare. And I think this is something that we've all experienced, especially with our mom and dads, because of that simple fact that we live together. We know what it is that hurts them deeply. They know what hurts us deeply. They know all these things about us that really get under our skin. And because of that, when it comes to dealing with them, to help us walk in love, one of the things that I want to encourage you to do is just watch your tongue, to not get harsh, to not just jump to things really quickly. Let's make sure that we're respectful during everything that we're doing. And I believe if we'll do that, that'll help us to love and keep that situation from escalating further. And then the fourth thing that I want to encourage you to do to help you love other people is be quick to forgive. We saw earlier in Colossians where it talked about, we should forgive anybody that offends us because our God forgave us. And I think one of the healthiest things for your family, for you and your relationship with your mom or your dad or whoever it is that you're encountering, is to be quick to forgive them. Let's make sure that we do those things. I think if we'll do these four things, if we'll guard our thoughts, if we'll not judge people, if we'll watch our tongue, and if we'll be quick to forgive, I think those four things will help us in our love walk with other people and help us to love everyone else as well. Well, hey, at this time, we want to send it back over to Katy because she has a special announcement regarding Mother's Day this weekend at Cedar Point. And so let's send it back to Katy.
Hey guys, this Sunday is Mother's Day, and Cedar Point Church is doing something that we've never done before. We're having 2 parking lot services this Sunday, May 10th at 9:02 and 11:02. What you do is you hop in your car, you bring your family to church, to the parking lot. We'll direct you where to park. You'll park, we'll have our worship, we'll have message. Everything will be on a radio station that you can tune in your car to. So we want to encourage you, invite your family, invite your friends, come out to our parking lot services at 9:02 or 11:02 this Sunday.
Well, we hope you have a great Mother's Day, whether or not you choose to join us at Cedar Point Church or watch online. Either way, though, again, we want you to have a great Mother's Day. Well, at this time, it is time for Mike's Wheel of Misfortune. For those of you that saw last week's show, you know that our special guest spun the wheel, and when they spun the wheel, they got Mike Does It, meaning this, that I had to do the challenge, and the challenge that was spun was the Mix It Up Challenge. So if you guys would, take a second and check it out of me doing the Mix It Up Challenge.
Hey guys, Mike got the Mix It Up Challenge, and so I'm about to go into Walmart because I had to go grocery shopping, and I thought I'd look for a few extra good things for him to mix up and drink. So here we go. Alright, let me ask you this. Would that be wrong to do bird food? I mean, it is a food. Nah. Tofu. I know it doesn't taste a lot, but he'll hate it. Yuck. I'm really sorry, Mike. Just remember, I love you. Alright, this week Mike had to do the Mix It Up Challenge, so he picked up some ingredients. We have SpaghettiOs with Frank's. FYI, Mike hates spaghetti, so he's gonna really enjoy this. We have tofu. It's gonna be very tasty.
What's the thought process behind the tofu, really?
Just something you would
Never eat tofu.
And we have apple cider vinegar. Very tasty.
That just sounds gross. I'm gonna go get the trash can while you're doing this.
Alright, we're gonna pour some of this in here.
Yeah.
Kate's gonna be my assistant. Can you pour that in there?
Yeah.
Perfect.
And more.
And pour some of this in here.
You're blending it all up too?
Yup. And last but not least,
Oh gosh.
that smells so bad.
That's horrible.
How did you get
Ugh.
Ew, ew, ew,
What? Ew. What is that?
ew. Ew. Okay.
Is it like fermented or something?
Okay, pour that in
Oh
there.
gosh.
it? Did.
This
Alright,
is
we're gonna
bad.
blend it up. Alright, I got it all mixed up for Mike.
That, oh god.
It smells so bad.
That looks like straight up barf. Oh.
I'm not gonna make him drink a lot because it
Oh.
is bad. Go ahead, babe. Drink it up.
That looks like throw up.
Drink it up.
It smells like throw up.
That doesn't help me right now.
Drink it up.
Oh. Ooh, I'm already gagging.
I can't even smell it. Just knock it down.
Smell that.
No, I smell it.
Smell it.
I smell it.
Smell it.
Can you smell it?
Oh,
Smell it, buddy.
no.
There's chunks of stuff. Oh my
Just
god.
do it.
That throw up. That throw up.
that was last week's challenge. Because this week is Mother's Day, and this is our Mother's Day edition of the Tonight Show, we wanted to do something just a little bit differently. So instead of Mike's Wheel of Misfortune, we are going to have Mike's Mother's Day Wheel, where we're going to challenge each one of you to go out and do something nice for your mom. And so let's spin the wheel to see what nice thing you have to do for your mom this week. Make your own card. So this week for Mother's Day, we want to challenge each one of you to make your mom her own special card just from you. And so we want to encourage you guys to do that for your moms. With that being said, though, again, thank you guys for tuning in and watching the Tonight Show. We will see you all next week. Bye, everyone.